Okay, so I'm going to make a video on the most up-to-date route in storage right now. So the first thing we do is go to this left room with a drill bit in it. This is the first drill bit that we're going to get, but before that we're just going to grab this box on the lower shelf, rotate it a little bit, place it on this middle shelf right here. After we do that, grab the drill part, that spawns the grunt. So to escape him, we just jump on top of this box, then a running crouch jump to get on top of the box we just placed on the shelf here. And from this point we can just do some jump crouches to get on top of the high part of the shelf right here, next to this rug. From here, in this back right corner, we can run and jump to get out of bounds right here. That's on the back right corner. Now once we're out of bounds on top of this room, we can go over to this corner of the room right here, and there's actually a gap right here that you can fall in, so you have to be careful here. It extends right in front of me is where the floor ends, and the invisible ceiling we're jumping on is right here in front of us. So right as you get to the edge of this room, you just jump over this gap, proceed onto the rubble over here. Just do a fancy little jump around that corner there, and then you can land on the spot right here. Bypass the rubble, keep going forward until you get to this corner. It's right above the chest that has a lot in them in it. Now, right here at this corner, to the right, there's no floor here. You can fall off and die. But to the left, the ceiling of this room over here actually extends far enough to where we can just run on top of this ceiling right here. At about the point where this floor ends below us is where the ceiling ends. You can fall in that spot right there. But we can stand on top of this wooden beam and jump around this wall right here. Alright, once we're around this wall, just keep going forward until we reach this last section of the wall before this floor disappears. Now, once we get to this wall, we can just run into it, either just by running left or running forward and left into this wall, and at a certain angle we get, we can clip through it back into bounds. It's a bit tricky of a clip, but it's not too bad. So, after that, we progress forward, trigger the one flashback of the level that we don't skip. Now, we made it to the room with the rods in it. To be safe, before you click up these rods, you probably want to orient this box beforehand. Like so, to where it's up on one of its corners. And for safety's sake, I guess I'll just close this door, but that's not entirely necessary. So, after we orient this box like this, we pick up the two rods that we need, and now we're going to get back out of bounds again. The easiest way to do this is to boost up on top of this shelf right here, and then we can use the same method as we did in the room before to get out of bounds. So just run into this box, boost upwards, and crouch as you get to the very top of this, and you're able to get up on here. In this back right corner, we just run forward, and then jump a little bit, and it pops you right out. Then, at the edge of this room, the invisible ceiling extends a little bit to the left of this room. We want to run to that part, and then just run forward, fall down here. There's another invisible ceiling that we're standing on right now. But after you do that, you run over here to this barrel that has light shining on it. That's how you can tell the difference between these two barrels right here. This one has light shining on top of it. It's at this wall that we're going to clip through. Looking about at this point right here, you can just run forward, pan your camera to the left and right until it pops you through. There we go. And it clips you right on top of this barrel, and then we can fall down here and finish the level. Just collect these last 2 drill bits, and then we leave. The difference between this storage route and the last one that I did was the clip out of bounds here in this room. You don't have to use the box to boost up on top of the shelf anymore. You can just jump on top of it by moving the box up a shelf, and the clip back into bounds after you get out of bounds in that room is a lot easier because you don't have to deal with that terrible clip that was next to the brazier room. The one in the main room that you clipped back into earlier is a lot better. So yeah, from here you can just leave out of the back hall.